podcast, and you know we for the people. Today I got here with me is K Banger, and we basically just gonna jump into it. What's your story? Like, let's just start off like that. Like, where you know, from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so like originally, like business-wise, or just whole story.
Whole story. Like, who are you? Because you know this kind of new. Like, everybody don't know who you are. Like, who, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, real shit, bro. Like, so really, so I'm from Chester, Pennsylvania.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm from Chester, bro. That's where I was born at. I lived out there for a few years. My dad was in the military, so I was moving here, there, everywhere. So
yeah.
I lived in Chester for a few years. Then I moved. I actually lived in Alaska for a year. That's crazy ass fact. Niggas don't even know that.
You live in Alaska.
I lived in Alaska for a year, and then after Alaska, I went to Virginia. After Virginia, moved to a different part of Virginia. It was Virginia, then Texas. After Texas was Delaware. That's when I started out my Delaware journey. I was in Delaware.
So how old was you?
Probably like 13.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like 13 when I moved to Delaware, and I started my Delaware journey. And then eventually I moved back to Chester, and that's where I'm at now for the moment. So that's my journeys, where I've been at. And
so what made you?
I'm a little bit of everything.
Yeah, like what made you do this? Like, I know that you do photography.
Honestly, like,
where did that come from? Is that
bro, like,
did you go to school for that?
No, I learned at YouTube University. Honestly, it started off like it was a joke. Like, I really wasn't supposed to do it. Like, I was talking to my mans, and I was like, cause he was taking videos at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't too deep in it either, but he was like, bro, I'm making all this money. You know, you should start doing this. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna get into it. But I ain't really taking it serious. Like, I ain't really gonna do this. He was like, nah, bro, do it. So I'm like, all right. I'm gonna do it. So first thing I did was I went on Amazon. He helped me pick out a camera. I still got that camera to this day. And he helped me pick out a camera, some equipment. Then from there, like, I kind of just rocked out. I started off, I was doing free shoots because, like, I had a portfolio.
Yeah.
So I started off doing free shoots, and then over time, I just, I kept on doing free shoots, and people started paying me, and then, even now I still do a free shoot if I need to, like,
yeah, just to get out there.
Yeah, like if it's worth the,
the exposure.
Yeah, the exposure, I'll still do a free shoot if it's worth the exposure. I ain't never too big to do a free shoot.
Yeah.
So I never let my head get too big. So honestly, yeah, that's really just where it started from. It really just started off as a joke, and then I ended up running with it. And now I actually ended up falling in love with it. Like, I actually love what I do now.
Yeah.
So it was all worth it in the end.
This is what I wanted to ask you also. The Friday joint. Did you record the Friday joint?
Yeah.
The Friday and Meek Mill joint?
Yeah. It's on, not the Meek Mill joint. Boy, if I would have shot that Meek Mill.
That would have been crazy. Nah, I'm like, I see you.
Nah, I shot. It was. I did get booked to shoot something for Friday. It was his album release party. The video that he did post, that everybody was reposting. Yeah, I did get booked for that. To shoot like a recap of his album release party. So that was pretty cool. Like, Friday, good guy. Like, I was in session and all. Good guy.
That's lit. You did go to school though, right? Like college?
I went to college for like a little bit. Honestly, I went to college for a little bit. I went for a few years with 2 colleges. I went there for health science, and it was cool. And then came my son. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna just. I already kind of knew like what I really wanted to do because I was still doing videos and pictures in college.
And that kind of.
So I kind of knew like I could finish this, but I was like, I don't know, like it'll probably be easier if I didn't want to leave my girl alone with my son and all of that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna stay home this year, and then I was just supposed to stay home for like a year, but business just started getting better. So I was like, it's really what I want to do long term. So I might as well rocking with that route, and it's been doing good for me. So,
where do you see yourself like with the whole photography and
videography.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where do you see yourself like in the next 2 years with that?
Nah, so honestly, in the next 2 years, I see myself probably working with probably working with bigger names, more clients, bigger names, more clients. My ultimate goal, like with this, I want to start like my own production team.
Mm-hmm.
So like I want to have like hair, I want to have somebody for video effects, I want to have somebody for lights, I want to have somebody for sound, color, like I want a whole production team. Like, I want to shoot like movies, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's my brand is Banger Productions because I plan on having a production team. So that's really the whole ultimate goal. But in 2 years from now, I'll probably just be working with bigger clients, and I still work with people around the way. Yeah. That's another thing. I'm never too big to work with anybody around the way. Like if you down the street, if you in Wilmington, if you in Newark, if you anywhere, like I still work with you. Like, I ain't never too big. I don't want people to ever think that they can't reach out to me.
Yeah, we need people like that though.
Yeah, I don't want
like kind of what the podcast about. Yeah, like you can't just grow.
I'll never forget where I'm from. Like
you gotta do that. Cause some people make it and they forget where they came from.
I'm never one of the people that'll forget where I came from. So no matter who I work with, whether I work with Friday, whether I work with who else I work with Friday, who else did I work with? I worked with one of Young Thug's artists before, so no matter who I work with, I'm never too big for anybody.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What do you do outside of like this? Is like you only do photography?
Honestly, like outside of that, like in my free time.
No, I'm saying like how other people. I don't know if you've seen other episodes. Like some people still work around.
Okay, I got you. I still work like a regular job, but I don't work as many hours as I used to.
Okay. Well, that's still lit though.
I still work, but what I do is, so I work. I'm the type of person I work overnight. So I work overnight. That way I can run my business during the day. Yeah. So nothing usually gets in the way. Like I don't have to worry about, I can't do the shoot at 2 p.m. because I have work. It's all right. I work overnight. When I'm working, everybody's sleep. So I'm able to still run my business during the day and travel if I need to.
That's a big thing. Like that's like another reason why I do this podcast because I feel like some people they lose that. They think that they can't work and run a business and stuff like that.
Nah, I'm never listen, bro. If you gotta work, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. I'm never against that. Don't ever let your head get too big. You thinking, I'm too good to work, and then you end up putting yourself in a poor situation.
Yeah.
It ain't never worked that. So don't ever let your head get too big.
Yeah, you gotta start from somewhere. And 9 to 5s can't lie. They help people trying to go.
I'm saying, at least use the 9 to 5 to fund. Use the 9 to 5 to fund what you want to really do.
Yeah, but you got a smart way that you do it because you work overnight and you spend all your time in the day.
Yeah. And I'm lucky enough to have a job where I'm able to bring my computer and I can I can edit at work. So it's like I can shoot during the day, and then I'm shooting during the day, and then I go to work. I'm editing the video. Mm-hmm. So it's like that take away like a lot of like having to worry about editing during the day and
So what did you do before you started the photography stuff, the editing? I'm not gonna say the videography, because I can't get the word out, but y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, so like before videography, honestly, like before videography, like obviously I was in high school, but before that, I was really big into sports, so
you was.
I was.
Yeah,
I used to be big into sports, so I used to run track and I played football, so that was something I really was into. I ran track in college. That was fun. I ran track in college, and then eventually my son came along, and then knew like I wanted to do this business stuff because I knew it could take me like a little far. So I just been focused on that and locked in on that honestly. But yeah, before business, that's really what I was. I was really just big into sports for real. I was really a sports guy. Yeah, even now, like I'm still big on sports. Even if I don't play sports, I'm still watching. I'm still betting on sports. I'm still into sports.
Yeah. So what's one of your what's the thing that you're looking for the most this year? Like with all around, it doesn't just have to do with your business. Like what are you looking for the most? That's something that like you like. Yeah, I can't wait for this to happen, or it's going to happen soon, or like how everybody plan their year out.
Yeah. So my biggest thing this year is, for one, I want to be able to go full. Like I want to go full time. Like with all I do, like full time. Gain more clients, and then also, I'm looking to I want to move out of Chester, so I'm looking to move, somewhere outside of Chester. Yeah. I ain't saying I'm going far, not just yet, but I am definitely looking to move, somewhere outside of Chester. Probably move I'm gonna move my girl and my son, and then I'm trying to move somewhere outside of Chester. I'm trying to get more clients this year. I'm trying to put people in better positions. And I always try to put people on when I can. Yeah. So I always try to put my homies in position. I always try to put anybody I can in position. So my main goals this year would just be trying to move out. Like the thing I can't wait to do the most is probably move, and then
it sounds like it.
yeah. And then just get more clients, and that's honestly like the main goals this year is just business, moving, and just staying level headed, staying focused on the goal. Keep my body right, keep my mind right.
So while you juggling so much, it seems like that you have a big schedule, like working and running a business and like just planning for your next step. What do you do for self care? And like, how do you feel about that? Because I know a lot of people. Some people, they don't take self-care days, like they just kind of run through it and burn themselves out.
And see, that's what you can't do.
Yeah.
If you find yourself, like, don't get me wrong, we all want to be here, we all want to grind, we all want to make it. But honestly though, if you find yourself like, you'll eventually burn out. Mm-hmm. So you need to take care of yourself, bro. Like, live your life too, bro. Like, don't just be too focused on that. You're not even enjoying your life.
Yeah.
So me personally, like, honestly, self-care to me is, I love when I'm at the gym. I love going to the gym. It's like it's like I'm in a different zone. Yeah, I'm not worried about life responsibilities. Yeah. I'm not worried about if I gotta edit this video, or if I gotta edit these pictures, or I'm like in my own little zone. And then I do have days where I wake up and I'm like, I'm not doing nothing today, so I might play the game all day, and that's honestly definitely it. I just like to just sit down and relax. Like I'm not going here today. I probably order some food. I'm not going here today. I'm not going there. Wake up.
So you got like boundaries in your life?
Yeah, I definitely sometimes I schedule days so I'm not taking any shoots, just so I just can have a self-care day. I don't want to, I have, days I have to give myself time off.
No, I feel that because I'm the same way. So, like, on Sundays, I don't,
yeah, that's important. Like, you should have a day a week per week where you just, you chilling. Like, you just chilling. You not.
Because
that'll help reset you for what's coming up, following in the week.
Me personally, I feel as though my weeks are super busy. Like, I literally have like Monday through Saturdays, it's like I'm doing so much. I'm broke on it. Like it's like I got things to do, so I'm never stopping. But Sundays, when it comes to Sundays, I do chill. Like that's my day where I'm like, yeah, don't call my phone. Like I'm just chilling.
Nah, for real.
The only reason why I asked that is because I think this is the craziest thing. I had talked to somebody and they basically said like they don't take self-care days, and I'm just like.
You can't do that.
Yourself out. Like,
burn out.
The thing that you love is you gonna stop wanting to do because you're not getting that rest.
I'm saying it's very easy to it's easy to burn out. Like I'm telling people, I'm not saying don't go get your chase your dreams or whatever, but it's very easy to burn out. It's sometimes you gotta take them days. Man, it's crazy. So, what made you want to start a podcast? I had to answer.
Okay, I wanted
I'm like, I know Seven. I'm like, start a podcast. I'm like,
so what really made me want to do this podcast is that I kind of was feeling like everybody else, like stuck in this bubble, like in society, and I'm just like, yo, I know so many great people that like it's still like doing their regular thing, like being a regular person, working 9 to 5, doing normal stuff, and still got time to do what they want to do on the side. And I'm just like, we need people like that to talk to for the people, basically. This podcast I want to do for the people. I feel like as people, period, all people. It's not like color or where you come from or whatever. All people. I feel like we get a lot of fake free game, and we never get that free game where it's like, okay, this information right here can help me go to the next step. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we feel as though as people like, yeah, I can't work on 9 to 5 and do this. And this podcast is literally to prove to people that you can still do that. Like you can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it. It's also social media, it's also a motivation for people where they do look at social media and be like, I want that to be my life. When they can realize like, yo, there's people out here that's still making their life great. Like
honestly, bro.
Like they're not changing who they are. They're not. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. Yeah. I want everybody that come on here to make it far, and that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's people around you that's really trying to give you free game. You know what I'm saying? And when I was growing up, I didn't have them type of people. Like I seen people get into it, and it's like, yo, I got so many questions, but now you feel too big to answer my questions.
You know you don't even want to speak to me, so it's like. And I feel you though.
Yeah. I made this podcast because I really wanted everybody to like just come together. You know what I'm saying? Like to really realize like this is for the black community too. Right now, this what I'm about to say next is exactly for the black community. I feel as though we don't do stuff for each other, and I wanted to show people like it don't matter who you are, where you come from. If you don't like the next person or you don't like this, but like when you promoting yourself and you really want to put people on, like this is how you do it, whatever. So I really wanted to do something that I didn't have growing up for new people and maybe old people. Definitely. And if you needed this push, this is the push. Some people they like. I literally talk to people sometimes. They be like, yeah, I'm looking forward to the podcast because sometimes that give me my motivation to keep going. And it's just like that's what I wanted the podcast to be like.
Yeah.
I was tired of looking at videos and it'd be like you can make a clothing brand out of $1, and I'm just like. We need some real life free game.
Yeah, like we need some stuff that can really like actually put us in position.
When you look at a free game, it doesn't be the game that you're looking for. Like you can go on YouTube and search free game, and it's like you can make $1 to 170, whatever the number is, whatever. But it never be real free game. And I'm I can really get normal people to come on here and give out free game because they are successful in life. And I feel as though we do the successful thing is how much money you have. If you're big in life or whatever, and being successful is being successful, period, all around.
It is.
If you feel successful, you are successful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can be rich in a lot of other ways.
Literally.
Rich in a lot of other ways. And when people like, I don't ever let myself get caught up in social media. Oh, like they're here, they're there, they're doing this. Always remember, social media is none of that. Social media is only your highlights. Yeah. So when people posting on social media, majority of people are only posting the highlights. Yeah. They're not posting the time when it was down on their luck. They're not posting the time when they ran out of money. They're not posting that. They only posting highlights. Literally. It's like a highlight tape. Literally, it's just like a highlight tape. You're not going to post your lows. So, always keep that in mind. Don't ever feel like, oh my God, I'm so far behind. These people are way better than me. Yeah. At the end of the day, social media is a highlight reel. Especially now, I feel like a lot of things is based off of social media. And we gotta break that narrative. And that's another reason why I did the podcast. There's so many reasons why I did the podcast, but the main one is because we need to give things for the people. Like, and even when this, I believe that my podcast is gonna be great and it's gonna become big. And when it do, I want to give back and I want to do networking events and I want people to come in like just like Lil Jones. Like that's literally, and that's why literally that's how it's supposed to be.
We don't do that, and we need stuff like that. It's kids out here that feel like they watching their parents struggle and they feel like they gotta sell drugs. And you don't have to do that.
You don't have
There's
to
so
do
many
that.
other ways to make it.
It's okay to be like, you don't have to live that life. Like, it's okay to be normal. Like, you still, that doesn't make you any less cool. That doesn't make you any less.
And I think people like,
that's why,
they forget that it's okay to be normal.
As I'm saying, like, that's why I try to put people in position when I can. I try to help people. You know, if you're into this camera world, people will come to me all the time with questions. How do you do this? How do you do that? I'm more than happy to sit down with anybody and walk you through exactly what I do.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. People ask me how do I color grade, how do I put these effects on the video. I'm more than happy to sit down with anybody and walk through that. I have no problem ever doing that. So if you watching this and if you in the cameras or videography or any things of that nature, you're a director, don't ever be afraid to reach out. I don't bite. Like, if you ever have a question, you can always DM me. You can always hit me up. I'll be more than happy to help.
And you know why people feel like they can't reach out to people to ask for help? It's because they so used to people not responding, or
they're used to people
turning them down,
or I don't have time, or not even opening the DM. Honestly, so they don't even bother reaching out. So, and
everybody I try to put on this podcast is literally like genuine people that I came into contact with, and I'm like, yo, they really good people, and I know they can say something that, like, I seen them before they start doing what they're doing. Like, I seen them, so I know that, like, they not too good for the people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
they're not too. They don't have. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna. Yeah, they're not Hollywood.
Yeah, that's what really made me do the podcast, and it's something that, like, I genuinely love to do. Like,
and that's another thing you love doing this, so you can't beat that.
Yeah, like, as much as I be tired on my Fridays, because, like I was saying, like, I got my own stuff going on, like, not just outside of my podcast. I got my own businesses. I got my own, like, I want to be more, whatever. Yeah. So, like, doing this podcast is just like a breath of fresh air for me. Like, this is like, as much as I interview people and I want people to tell their story, it's just like my story also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like at the same time, it's like, people telling their story, but at the same time, on the back and the whole time, you telling your story as well. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
But you gotta love things that you do. That's why I
honestly
you can't just do things if you don't want to do it. Another question I have for you is, being consistent could be basically what we're talking about right now. Could be such a challenge, especially because, like, our age bracket, considered the lazy people, the lazy generation, whatever. Goodness. What makes that a little easier for you?
Consistency. So honestly,
well, let me take that back. What's one thing that you learned that made it really easy?
To be consistent?
Yeah. And, like, break out of that generational lazy box.
Honestly, it's discipline. You have to be disciplined. Like, even when you don't want to do things, you have to be disciplined. You don't want to. I don't want to. I have to be disciplined and stick to it. Okay. You know, if I procrastinate, it's only going to be worse. Yeah. So honestly, the main thing I would say is honestly discipline. Like, honestly, bro, like, another thing is, like, consistency is how your business grows. So once I learned that you had to be, stay consistent for your business to grow, that's another thing. It's like it pushes you because you start being consistent more. You like, wow, like, people will start to notice me. People start to notice me. My business is growing. I'm making more money. Like, okay, that'll inspire you to be more consistent. And then, you still gonna have your days off. And honestly, bro, it's okay. You're human. Even if you need to take a random day off, bro, you're human, bro. It's alright. You can take that day off. You're not robots.
Sorry.
How you doing, bro?
I think they can't hear me. Go ahead.
No, you good. Nah, and honestly, like, if you need to take that day off, bro, like, we human, bro. Like, you're not a robot. So if you honestly need that day off, like, just understand that's okay. But just make sure you stay on your path. You stay consistent. You stay disciplined. Consistency will lead to whatever you want to do, and, like, whether it's what I'm doing, what you're doing. If you do makeup, you do hair, you do nails, stay consistent with your branding, your posting, and your work. You stay consistent, people will know what you're around. Just stay consistent.
You definitely gotta be disciplined. Like, disciplined and consistent, and being consistent, I feel like they're on the same level. Like you have to have discipline to be consistent.
Yeah,
you have to be consistent to have discipline.
Literally.
Like it's no, it's
they
no,
go hand in hand.
Yeah, it's no around. Like it's no if in. So me just like kind of knowing you, like your background, right? Like working with you and stuff like that. Like you always seem like to be hardworking. Like where did you get that skill from? And like what made you want to continue with that? Because I know some people start things like you were saying, like it was a joke before, like when you first started. Like what made you?
Yeah, now like that's what I'm saying. Now I'm going at it. Honestly, like I'll probably shout out like. I mean, my biggest motivator now is my son, but before that, like my hard work, like where it honestly came from is probably my dad for real. Like my dad probably one of the hardest working people I know. Like my dad really worked, so my dad, even my mom too. Like my dad and my mom, like they both work hard and be where they're at in life and everything of that nature. And a big thing is, I can tell y'all, surround yourself. People, right people. You gotta surround yourself with the right people, bro. I surround myself with, a lot of time I surround myself with other camera people. Yeah. And people that are doing what I want to do, or they're on the same path of what I want to do. Yeah. Because if we're both working towards that goal, we're both like, we keep each other in check. We both, working towards that goal. You surround yourself with millionaires. At some point, you'll become a millionaire. Yeah. You keep working. You stay consistent and surround yourself with millionaires. You'll be a millionaire. Same exact concept. You surround people with whatever. Surround yourself around people that do what you want to do, or people that have their own business, or they motivated. They stay consistent. You surround yourself with those people, and I promise you, like you'll get to where you want to be at. It'll make you want to work harder too. Some days you lazy, they'll check you, bro. Get this done. Some days they lazy, bro. Make sure you get your stuff done. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta have a good support system.
Yeah.
It really do start with your friends, but a lot of the time you spend most of your time with your friends. Yeah.
Spend a lot of time with your friends. That's what a lot of people spend a lot of time with your friends.
You gotta be around like-minded people.
And now, like, when it comes to working hard now, though, like, obviously, like I said earlier, my biggest motivation is my son, but my goal is, I just want to take care of my family for real. So I want to put my family in a position off of what I've done. Yeah. So that's what honestly keeps me motivated. I know that when we hit that point one day, and I can say that I'm able to take care of people how I want to, then it'll all be worth it in the end. That's honestly what keeps me going.
Nah, I feel you. I feel the same way. I just was talking to my mom earlier, and I kind of was saying the same thing. Like, I can't wait till I'm able to retire. Like, even if you want to work, at least I try. You know what I'm saying? Like
that would feel so good. Yeah. Like you retire your parents and like.
It's always something bigger than the program. Like I always remember that. Like I'm my program. You know what I'm saying? But it's something bigger than me. Like I'm not doing this just for me.
That's what I'm saying. Like I always like to say, like you have to find your why. Like why are you doing this? What's your why? Are you doing this for your family? Are you doing this for yourself? Like find your why. Like your bigger motivator. And when you have them days where you're down, you're not feeling like, just find your why. I'm telling you, keep you motivated, keep your head on. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I know one day. Even if you're working towards a car, if you want a car,
it starts small, yo.
Yeah, I'm saying.
We're talking big, but it starts small.
You want a car. All right, you at work, you want a car. I'm gonna put these hours in. I'm gonna work these extra hours if I have to. I'm gonna work hard until I get this car. That's your why. That you working hard because that's what you want. Okay, now you can start on something else bigger. I'm gonna work hard so I can get this crib. All right, now I can work hard so I can take care of my mom. Now, and you can just you can work your way up.
Yeah. But I think like also I feel like it's a big thing with this generation. We are lazy, and we gotta break out of that and like a whole like honestly all that lazy stuff. Like the world just don't come to you. You gotta really work for what you want. It's some of us that still we know that, and some
people that still don't know that. Yeah. like the ball ain't gonna fall in your hands. You gotta get open. Like the ball ain't gonna fall in your hands, but you gotta get open. Yeah. It's not just gonna fall right there. You gotta get open. So honestly, bro.
When we talk about like hard work and stuff like that, I know that you've been through like a lot of trials and tribulations and stuff like that. What's one lesson? Because I think all L's are lessons. what's one lesson that you was like, yeah, this made me 10 times better?
Oh, okay. What have I been through that, honestly? It's been times where, okay, so I, 2023, I traveled to shoot a couple videos in Atlanta. And one of the videos I shot, I didn't shoot it I guess it was in the wrong format. And I didn't realize that until I got home to my computer. I'm like, oh my God, this ain't even the right format. Like, I'm cooked, like, and I was so upset about that. Like, I was still able to do it, but it wasn't
how you wanted
it wasn't what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like, don't be afraid. Excuse me. Don't be afraid to mess up, bro. Like, don't be afraid to fail. Like, you're gonna take them risks. Like, I've done like creative shoots that haven't worked. I've done shoots that have worked. Like, don't be afraid to take that risk, because at the end of the day, I can't tell you how many failed shoots I've probably had in my career.
Yeah.
I shot hundreds of videos, hundreds of photo shoots, and like, you testing things out, and sometimes everything ain't gonna work the first time. Like, there ain't no way you're gonna run a business and everything's just gonna go smooth all the way through. It's just not gonna happen.
That work, yeah. You gotta mess up. You're gonna mess up, yeah.
You're gonna have trial and tribulations. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna do something wrong. You do hair, you might do hair wrong. Hair might not win it like that, but you're gonna mess up, bro. You ain't just gonna run a business and think that it's just gonna go smooth sailing the whole way through. It's just not gonna happen like that, bro. The trial and tribulations, they'll help teach you lessons too. Alright, this time I come to the shoot, I know to make sure this is right, and I know to, maybe this time position it like this way, because last time it looked weird and that, like, and honestly, it's just, it'll teach you lessons. You may mess up this time, but you may not do it again. So, honestly, those trials and tribulations are important when it comes to business.
Yeah, I don't think no L's are like,
they're lessons.
Yeah, they all lessons.
Those are lessons.
I think we take L's as bad things, and sometimes that make you a bigger person than what you are.
Honestly, L's are definitely lessons.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing to take away. Don't keep your head down. Don't move about it. Just say, alright, learn from it. It is what it is. You can't change it now, but learn from it at least. You can't change things. You can't change the past, but you can learn from it.
Definitely. But we definitely about to wrap this up. Shout yourself out, your brand, yeah.
So, shout out, Banger Production, shout out K Banger, and shout out Free Game, yeah.
Free Game, this is a Free Game podcast, y'all. I appreciate it.
Shout out Free Game, man. I definitely appreciate this opportunity to come on here. Normally I'm the one behind the camera, so to get in front of the camera, that's cool, because normally
you don't really see you.
That's what I'm saying. You don't really see me like that. Like, I'm behind the camera 99% of the time.
Yeah.
It's rare that you really see me, or I really get to sit down and actually have conversations like this with people. It really don't happen. So this is probably like.
But you need to.
Yeah.
Like, this definitely.
Yeah, honestly, bro, this is definitely.
And before we end, you have to drop one piece of free game for somebody that want to be in the position that you're in.
Okay. So if you want to be in the position that I'm in, my biggest advice to you, we spoke on it earlier, consistency. You cannot be in this position if you're not consistent. You can't post this day, take 5 months off, post this, that. You gotta stay consistent, bro. And honestly, I could go so much into the camera world. Like I said, I could go so much into it. There's so much that goes on with the camera world in my industry. And like I said earlier, if you ever have a question, don't be afraid to reach out to me. Nobody, like, I'm more than willing to help anybody. Like, it's so much in this camera world. So if any questions you may have on what camera you should buy, on what lens you should buy, what programs you should use, like, I can answer any of the questions you have, bro. Like, so just don't be afraid to reach out. Like I said, the number one thing is to stay consistent and stay disciplined. You will make it.
And that's the Free Game Podcast, y'all. I will tag his Instagram and his. Let me take your business page too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add that into the video, but if you didn't catch the whole thing, you can catch it on YouTube. This is the Freaking Podcast. Thank you guys for staying and joining.